So far, we've been talking about what happens when we psychically push away a feeling that we don't want to have. And it occurred to me that I should give you a concrete example from my life so you understand how powerful this information can really be. When I had my first private training with my teacher, Patrick Collard, who started the body language adjustment movement, I guess, if it even is one. Don't know if anybody else is doing this besides me now. Um, I had a session with him. I got on a massage table, and he walked around my body a few times and clicked his heels, like Wizard of Oz style. And he then walked over to me, and he held up his finger. And as soon as I looked at it, he took his finger and went boom and pushed on my chest about right here. And when he did, I felt this pain. I had tension there that I'd gone completely numb to. And as soon as I felt the tension in the muscle, Patrick asked me, Brian, the first time you ever asked a girl on a date, did she laugh in your face? And as soon as he said that, a picture of this girl in 7th grade laughing in my face when I asked her to the movies. And, before I could hold my breath, before I could suppress that feeling of rejection again, I just felt great relief and it was gone. And there was no time to grasp onto it or try to understand it or try to cope with it. Or, suddenly I just got hit with this, oh my gosh, I suppressed this rejection a long time ago. What that was the experience of reclamation of attention that had been suppressing, this rejection. And what that looks like, now that I understand what happened, I had pushed away the feeling of an event, psychically pushed away the feeling or emotional qualities of an event, which had divorced it from the actual memory of the event. The memory and the feeling of the memory had been separated. And what Patrick had done by finding where in my body I was holding the memory or the emotion and reconnecting it with the memory, he literally atoned. And just like when you separate two ends of a rubber band, when you've got the memory on one side and the feelings on the other, and you separate them out, you get a lot of tension in this rubber band. But when you bring both sides back together into one unit, so the memory and the feelings of the memory are one again, what happens is the rubber band disappears, the tension goes away. Not only does the tension go away, but all of that attention that I had used to suppress that feeling got reclaimed. Suddenly I could notice more information. It felt really, really good. I think I had that session about 11 in the morning, it might have been noon. And I went home, actually I went back to work and forgot I'd even had the training. That night, friends of mine called and asked if I wanted to go to the bar, and I said, sure. So I go and meet him there. I was there for about 20 minutes, and all of a sudden, I realized I've got 4 girls in front of me, and we're all talking and laughing, and I'm having fun, and I've got no fear at all. From the time I had suppressed that initial feeling of rejection in 7th grade until that time at the bar, at which point I was probably, I was almost 30. I must have been 30 anyway, 31 maybe. I had been shy around girls, always in a constant fear of rejection. And I didn't consider myself shy. I just knew that all girls were rejecting me or would reject me. Until that point, I hardly ever went on dates with women. And even in high school, college, girls had to chase me down and get me to feel totally safe before I would ask them out. And, that fear of girls instantly went away when my body realized that event of being rejected was no longer perpetually happening. When the body realized that it was a memory and not happening right now, my body just stopped attending to it. It just let it go, like it never existed. And I look back now, it's really bizarre to think of how shy I was in high school and college, around girls. It was just crazy. And today, there's just no issue. There's just no issue. And that's the power of this work. When you reclaim a suppressed emotion, a suppressed feeling that you don't want, your body suddenly realizes that it's a memory and it no longer attends to it. So there's no more suffering, there's no more coping, there's nothing. In fact, I had let that go so completely that I had to do quite a bit of meditation and reflecting back on that private training to remember what had happened. Like, and actually, when you let things go completely, within a few days, you just don't remember what they are. And in more videos, we're definitely going to get a little bit more into this. And that's enough for right now. So thanks for joining.